So, about that PlayStation showcase.
Welcome to Red Bandana Gaming, the channel where Logan will show you everything from gameplay to gear. Their crew is here to take you on a journey through every atmosphere. Releases to news, you don't have to choose. Red Bandana Gaming is here for you.
Okay, the majority of this video isn't going to be about everything that was shown in that PlayStation showcase. The majority of it was pretty lame. Meh. Kind of. There was a couple of gems outside the Marvel ones. We'll get into that in a moment. Project Eve seemed to be the one that really stood out the most. Remake of the Knights of the Old Republic, but there's already drama around that. That may not be a good thing. And the fact that it's PC and PlayStation 5, Sony must have shelled out a lot of money. Hopefully the developers on that one don't screw it up. It looks like they're already doing it, just because of the people behind it. But hey, that's, again, we're not talking about that one. We saw more on God of War Ragnarok, which looks really good, and Gran Turismo 7. But overall, nothing was really amazing except for the Marvel stuff. Right now, if you're I would say, classic Marvel fan, not this new Marvel garbage. I'm sorry, the MCU has gotten really bad, and so have the books. But if you're a fan of pre-Phase 4 Marvel, MCU, and comics before then, I think this is really going to be a thing for you as a gamer and a comic book fan, especially if you own the PlayStation. Sony's really big announcements in this one, to me, besides showing off Guardians of the Galaxy, which actually looks very, very good. I can't wait to play Star-Lord, because we know Star-Lord is the best on the team. And too bad it's not Chris Pratt, because Chris Pratt is awesome. But and yeah, he's just hilarious in that movie. But we got Spider-Man 2, where Peter Parker's back, and the biggest bad boy on the block, Wolverine. Now, we didn't get to see too much out of the trailer. We just saw someone coming into the bar, him popping his claws, just like in the original X-Men movie from the year 2000, which I thought about it, is now 21 years old. I remember seeing it in theaters with some of my best friends. We went as a group. But hey, Spider-Man looks great. I don't know what it's going to be. It looks like you're going to fight alongside Miles Morales. He might be Peter's sidekick, or you might be even. You might get two, campaigns. I would definitely pick Peter. Peter's my favorite. He is... The only one who came close is Ben Riley, but you gotta like the 90s clone saga nonsense. It was crazy, but it was terrible, but it was great. Yeah, so bringing back Peter really makes me psyched for Spider-Man 2. I'm hoping next year, because Wolverine, not for... No, wait, that's right. No, Spider-Man's what? They said 2023? Yeah. Maybe Wolverine next year? No, probably not. Who knows? We might get Wolverine at the end of 2022 and then Spider-Man 2 at the end of 2023. That would be fantastic. Hopefully, Insomniac started working on Wolverine right after they finished the Miles Morales expansion. Because, yeah, let's call a spade a spade. That game was an expansion. It was meant to be an expansion to Spider-Man. They put it out as a standalone. I get why they did it. It made sense. But I'm hoping they took what they learned from that, because those two Spider-Man games are fantastic. Let's not beat around the bush. Both of them are fantastic games. And my favorite thing is they're both Spider-Man, but they focus on two different audiences. So no matter who you are, there's a Spider-Man for you, which is great. And then with the Ratchet and Clank series just becoming fantastic with the last one. When did they have time if they were working on the Spider-Man? and Ratchet and Clank. Maybe when they finished Ratchet and Clank. Were there two different teams at Insomniac? I need to look into that. But I'm hoping that what they're working on is Wolverine right now. So we get Wolverine, and then we get Spider-Man 2. And then that'll make this guy a happy boy. Because Wolverine, as those of you who may know, we share something in common. Names. Yeah. Wolverine's been my favorite Marvel character since I was a kid. Since I first started reading Marvel comics. I love the X-Men, love Wolverine. And Captain America being my second favorite. Those two are the greatest Marvel superheroes, and that's in my opinion. So to see a game based on Wolverine that's really good. We did have what was it? X-Men Origins Wolverine. The game was really good. And X2 Wolverine's Adamantium Wolverine's Rage, with the one that had Wolverine where it was based, I guess that would be the new X-Men era, movie era, on the GameCube and PS2 and Xbox, and Wolverine was actually voiced by Mark Hamill. So I'm hoping that the last Wolverine game was solid. Even though the movie that it went along with wasn't, this one has no attachment. So this game can be whatever it wants to be. It could just take Wolverine to the whole nother level. I just really hope they actually make it Logan. Just Wolverine. Logan. Wolverine. Because that one would be fantastic. And then maybe we see some cameos like Cyber, Albert, maybe all of Weapon X, throwing some X-23 in there just for good measure as a little cameo or something. That would be awesome. Sabretooth, of course. Maybe even end it with Magneto ripping out his adamantium. Oh, I could just keep going on with this game. So as you can see, the majority of this video is about the Marvel stuff they announced, because everything else was pretty bland. Some people might disagree with me. From what I was hearing, the rumblings, it sounded like they were going to bring back some classic franchises and show some stuff that, you know, older PlayStation fans would be interested in. And well, that apparently wasn't the case now, was it? But with Wolverine, Spider-Man 2, and of course Guardians of the Galaxy, if you're a Marvel fan, the PS5 is the thing to have. If you're a classic Marvel fan, let me rephrase that. I currently have all my Marvel games on the PlayStation because, well, I got Spider-Man, I got Avengers, and now I'm going to get Guardians of the Galaxy, Wolverine, and Spider-Man 2 all on PlayStation. So hey, you know what? Maybe it's not so bad to be a PlayStation 5 owner if you are lucky enough to be one, because they still haven't made enough. So, which brings me to another point. I know I'm rambling on at this point, but my wife mentioned something as we were watching, because we were watching together. She likes the PlayStation. She's got a PlayStation 5 now. And she goes, why are they announcing all these PlayStation 5 games if no one can get any? And I go, yep. That was literally it. And she's like, I don't understand. If people just can't get them, why are they even doing this? Why? Because it's next gen. They need to go into it. They need to, you know, announce these games, give people, you know, who have bought them a reason to justify their purchase. Because a lot of people who do have them, those are the few people that have them, not including the scalpers that are sitting on them in their garages or warehouses or whatnot. We're talking actual customers who bought them to play them. Want to justify their purchase because there's been so few games to hit the PlayStation 5, and since they don't have anything like Game Pass, truly like Game Pass, and the debacle with the next gen upgrades and everything, they need something to go, here's the reason to own a PlayStation 5. So that's why all these games were definitely for PlayStation 5. We do know that God of War Ragnarok and Gran Turismo are both coming out for PlayStation 4 as well. You do need something to hold those people over, because now it looks like we may not be, you know, able to walk into a store and get a PlayStation 5 until maybe the end of 2022. Who knows? I don't. But so far, that showcase, at this point, my opinion, it was pretty meh, except for the two Marvel announcements. But I will look into Project Eve. At first, it had me thinking it was Parasite Eve because they just called her Eve. And then they had all those weird creatures that looked like they could have been mitochondrian creatures from the Parasite Eve's trilogy. But we'll see. Not 100% sure on where this is going. But hopefully it goes well, that game. We'll see. It piqued my interest. Otherwise, it's the Marvel games. But hey, tell me what you guys thought. I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there won't agree with me, but then again, I'm pretty sure all you subscribers of mine that love the Xbox or the Switch, could, look at it and go, you're right. So we'll find out. Just drop it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Remember to head on over to redbandanagaming.com. Check out our spring shop in the link below where you can get all kinds of good Red Bandana Gaming merch. I just added a few new designs up there. I'm adding a couple more for the new book. If you haven't watched that video, watch that one already. Cat Named Sam book that I'm putting out. I'm going to have some designs for that as well. Go purchase that. Go watch that video. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Again, hit that subscribe button. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.